300 pounds in a smother. That just sound like life support. I'm saying it sound like it hurted on the way out, as in taking the last breath. Like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery Channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery Channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as that ID Go app. You might want to get those two things, combine them, make them into one. Like that. Not a target practice, not even a 9mm, not even a gun with that. No regulation involved, right? That's off the hook. How are you 300 pounds having a boyfriend and then wanting to sit on him, as in to smother him to death? That's chaos in itself. Tells of a mind. Loose screws, I'm saying. It makes individuals who are slightly or somewhat obese, it gives them a bad name. Because you got, people out here that are in fact considered overweight who would not do that sort of thing, and yet people such as this individual I'm speaking on and about to, she makes them look bad. Those in the community with that, right? So Pennsylvania, Wendy Thomas, that's her boyfriend, the one that she killed by smothering him to death, right? Wendy Thomas, age 44, pleaded guilty to third-degree murder in the death of her boyfriend, Keno Butler, who too was 44 years old. She confessed to smothering him, by ways of sitting on him, but before she did that, she stabbed him. Not only was love lost, but it's looking like love was lost as well. Before, I'm saying, if you really love somebody, you wouldn't really be on that type of thing. I'm thinking and guessing. I can sort of believe that. Prosecutors recommended a sentence of 18 to 36 years for her to sit behind bars, leading her to face up to at least 40 years in prison. Back in March is when all took place at the couple's home. So investigation. Why do I keep hearing a dog barking? Probably because it's natural. Real life, right? And yet it's irritating. As in, my response while sitting here is to go bite back at the dog, because they're intruding on my thoughts, right? I don't know if you, the viewer, can hear that through the microphone. But yeah, investigation. Investigators expressed Wendy Thompson attacked the boyfriend with a knife, then beat him with a table leg. And soon after that, she smothered him with her 300 pounds. What could have been so bad? In their home. That just don't make sense. It's not funny. Okay, so cause of the boyfriend's death was labeled as respiratory insufficiency secondary to blunt force trauma to the neck. Yes. What is it? And compression. I know there's girlfriends that sit on their boyfriend's laps and huggy and lovey-dovey with that. And yet to use your body as a weapon. And yet there's no palms or anything. And she explained to investigators that she in fact explained to investigators she wanted to purchase crack and she had been drinking while all this was going down or happened, right? Some of the lies these people be telling, maybe so. Maybe it was the crack that did it. I'm thinking if she really wanted to lie and verify, maybe she should have just told them that she was on crack. I don't know. But then the drug tests usually come with that, right? So maybe she counted her lies before. I don't know, right? So no dates was set for sentencing, and yet defense attorney Mark Del Duca stated, "It's an unfortunate situation. It's an unfortunate situation for everyone, and I believe this guilty plea and recommendation we made to the court will be beneficial for all involved." It ain't too beneficial for all. Remember, one person in fact died, right? As in a life sentence up underneath the grave. I'm thinking to place her up underneath his grave. Is what I'm trying to say. Why would there need to be a smothering? And then a report about it. That just don't make sense. Because see, it's people that's in fact overweight that struggle with their weight, and they gotta turn on the TV set and see somebody like you or Wendy Thomas. She can't see me. Even if she did, I would tell her that to her face. See you doing stuff like that. It will make people that are overweight feel bad about themselves. You kind of want to look in the news sometimes and see things that's good. There's criticism in being overweight. People are in fact downcasted and all the rest, knowing they can't live up to society's standards in the realm of weight. It's not nice is what I'm trying to say. Be killing people with your weight. So we're on investigation discovery. Yes. .com to be exact. What is going on with this? ID logo hangs up in the far left. Live now is People Magazine investigates. Recommended for you. Shouts out to Lieutenant Joe Kenda. Body cam. To greet the description is to see it right here. You viewer, leave a comment in the comments section. Tell me what you think and feel about that, the smothering. Do you know anybody that has been smothered to death? Usually babies, that type of stuff happen with, not grown people. I just wonder what was the impact outside of the blunt force to the head. I just wonder what was the impact on that gentleman, because he looks so skinny, right? To be weighted down is to say. Is there or is there not buoyancy with that? The signs is telling. Gosh. So yeah, description right here. Add to favorites. You can in fact click the plus sign. So shouts out to all the hefty chicks out there. I was once a hefty chick myself. I in fact got up to 200 pounds. I never got over that, and yet could have, right? There's so many of us who have in fact struggled with weight gain issues. As in we're all around. Sometimes I go up and down in weight. Recently I went up to 200 and dropped back down, right? Ain't nothing wrong with weight. Yes, as long as you feel comfortable, as long as you're healthy, and more than anything, even if you're not, as long as you feel comfortable with yourself, that's all that matters. I take people at all sizes. And even at all mindsets, right? Do what you do what you feel with that. Yeah, so you can come scroll. Take a stroll and scroll with that sort of thing. Unlike episodes, Deadly Legacy, Season 1, Episode 1. You can gain audio-visual preview by clicking the play button. On last night, to gain access through the padlock is to provide your provider who you're subscribed to. That's the only way you're going to gain access through here. Add to watch later to click the plus sign. Seasons and episodes. Unlock series. Stalked. Have you ever been stalked before? I said how I have been in the past. ID Go Original Series. Lieutenant Joe Kenda. That's a true lover boy. It's a player set. His own. Crime Feed News. To gain access to the crime feed, yes, crimefeed.com is to click right within here. And you're going to be directed to the other side, as on the outside, to crimefeed.com. To receive a newsletter is to type your email address in and click next. And that's in fact what you will receive, is a newsletter from Investigation Discovery. I think that's all to be said for now. If I live stream, I just said that in my last video. Live streaming is the best because you can go completely off a topic. Who's the individual that I love? I don't think he live streams, but I've been known to watch Lockdown 23 and 1 right here on YouTube. Is it Lockdown? I think it is Lockdown 23 and 1. I love watching his videos about how he was in jail, and he shares jail stories and all the rest. You might in fact want to check him out. That's a shout out, right? Lockdown 23 and 1. He's mixed, biracial, I think. He tells his past somewhat jail record and his experiences. He even tell you how to make certain foods, how they used to make while he was in jail or prison. One of the same, or not one and the same, right? It's not one of the same. I just say it sometimes, right? Even how to make meals while you're in jail or in prison, right? He talks about the showers, what not to do, how some of the nurses too would have sex with some of the inmates. His channel is completely hyped in itself. As in, I love sitting watching him, and I don't know why. I was just watching a video a little bit ago about, with him, he was barbecuing. Sometimes I go back on old videos of people just to see what's on the channel, right? I don't know, I just like that dude. His spirit or something be having me drawn in or something. The way he talk, he's real authentic, I'm saying. You got some YouTubers, they make up stories, right? And you can tell what's real and what's not real as they're talking, right? As they're telling their stories or whatever, right? And I don't know, I just love his. Even when he was saying about how he had past girlfriends while he was locked up. And something about where, what did he say? One of the inmate was jealous of him. It was an inmate that he was locked up with or something was jealous of him. And how he was telling the inmate how one of the chicks or something was good to him, and that inmate went behind his back and got the address to one or two of the chicks he was involved with, and that inmate tried to use those girls, his ex-girlfriends, for money and all. Yeah, that's off the hook. Real life.